Hey there, my name is Chris Plouffe, MSP sales trainer and engineer here at Nerdio. I used to own my own MSP, I sold it, and now I get to educate other MSPs on how to be modern and successful. In today's video, we're going to talk about implementing Intune policies inside of our Nerdio Manager for MSP product, and by doing so, you're going to be able to make policy creation and management way less daunting. Let's get started. Now, with people seeing the value of Intune and it becoming more prevalent in our industry, the need for easier ways of managing these policies has become more important. And as you deploy Intune for your customers, tenant settings, policies, applications, and more are managed in a completely different way. With all of this complexity, how do you set up standards once and apply them across all of your clients while also needing to keep them in check? Well, that's where Nerdio Manager for MSP comes in to help. The first thing you need to do is make sure you have your devices enrolled and connected. Now, you do this through a few different ways. Inside of Windows, you can click on Join this device from Entra ID, or when Windows is first set up right out of the box. You can also use a tool from Microsoft called Windows Configuration Designer, but that would be an entirely different video. Or you can use a third-party tool like ProfileWiz. All right, great. Now that we've gone through that, we're going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to look at it as an example here. All right, we're going to click on Devices and then go to Configuration. Create a new policy, select our platform. We're going to use Settings Catalog. And then here, we're going to name it. Click Next, Add Settings. And let's choose a few easy ones, something like Google Chrome. All right, once we choose Chrome, it's going to load up the settings underneath here. And we'll choose something easy like allow access to URLs. We can enable this. There are certain URLs in there. We can even enable the dinosaur egg game. Click Next. We're not going to put any scope tags or assignments, and we're just going to review and create. Okay, let's give it a second. Okay, let's switch over to our Nerdio Manager for MSP portal. And one thing to note here, we're going to import the policy, but we can do it at the MSP level or we can do it at the client level. Today, we're just going to do it at the MSP level. We're going to choose Configuration Profile. And then we're going to import it. As you can see, we have a bunch of policies in here. We have 50 canned policies, as well as you can create your own. And so since we're choosing MSP, if I search for my name, I can see the exact policy I created there, and then we'll need a changelog. Let's delete this later and import. And one thing to note with Nerdio Manager for MSP is that it keeps track of all the changes, the imports, the updates to all policies that you do. And so mistakes will happen and you can roll back pretty easily. And while this is coming in, let's look at an example of OneDrive right here. And so once the policy has been imported, you can assign it to your different clients across your entire client base. And then you can see the information here on what the status is of the policy itself. So you can see if it's synced, what version it is, and then this one has a different version than expected. So you can keep track of all of those neat things. And just like we did with the configuration profiles, we can do the same thing with compliance profiles, conditional access, and then you can even set up policy baselines. Now the policy baselines is just a group of policies that do a certain thing inside of Intune, Defender, whatever you're working on, and then you can apply that to your entire client base. So you can import a policy from one that you created in your tenant, or maybe even a client's tenant that you've already spent all the time on, and then you can apply that across your entire client base. All right, so I know that was a lot in a short amount of time, but I just wanted to show you how easy it was to implement Intune policies inside of Nerdio Manager for MSP, and I appreciate you watching. Be sure to check out other demos on our YouTube channel and our help site, nmmhelp.getnerdio.com. Or reach out to us directly for a demo and any questions at getnerdio.com. Thanks.